Just having woken up, I come to you from having been in Hekel Ahava, one of the 7 Hekelot. For me, the word Hekel comes from the complete gematria of 65 and the total gematria of 200. But Hekel, for me, is divided into Ha-Keli, Ha-Keli, Ha-Kli, Hey, Kaf, Lamed, Yud. And what is the Kli? It's a vessel. So it's a vessel. It's a bowl. A vessel is something that you put in something in. It's a bowl. This is the vessel of love. Ha-Keli Ahava. And in this vessel, what is this vessel? I saw liquid being poured into this vessel. I see the liquid being poured into the vessel. And how did I arrive at this, strangely enough? The night before, it was last night, and it's still early here, I listened to some French rap, what they called from the 1990s, old school rap, and all I heard was a song about neuf and seis, 9 and 6, and I was wondering why didn't they talk about 6 and 9. And I guess the dream was about that, because my idea here is that the Hakli of love is 69. It's the Tantra of man and woman in the 69 position. And what is this 69 position? It's the snake biting its own tail, which is my symbol of the 60, of the samach, of the snake with the tail in its mouth, which is the great symbol of yoga. And the Ouroboros itself, which is self fulfillment, self-realization, which is the ultimate position of the prophetic position, and it's the tantra of the self, and this ability to give oneself a autofellatio is, in the final analysis, the nausea position. And since a man can't do this by himself, all he can do is look at it, but in a tantric sense, with what has been called by a man the street his feminine anatomy. In fact, I saw him yesterday. And I walked away from him for some reason. I didn't say hello. Oh no, this was a different man. But feminine anatomy. And so the position of Tantra with one's feminine anatomy is 69, which is the Kelly of Ahava. And so what did I think? That 69, now I'm lying in bed, 69, I'm trying to think is what numbers, and 69 times 2 is 138, and I think in the, there's a thing called the 138 Betzals of wisdom, and if you take half of the 138, you get 69, and so a whole and a half of 138 is 138, and 69 is 207, and 207 is Ein Sof. And if you double Ein Sof and take 2 of Ein Sof, you get 414. And what is that? That's Vahavta. The first word after the Shema, after the 2 first lines of the Shema. And remember, as I'm saying this is during the counting of the Omer, that there are 49 letters in the Shema, 25 in the first line, 24 in the second line, in the Baruch Shem Kavod. And so the 50th gate is Vahavta, which is the 50th gate is love. It's the Hechel Ahava. And so Hechel Ahava in itself is 65, and Ahava is 13. That's 78. That's Masla area. And so how does one attain the Masla area? Masla area, what's the function and how to attain it? It's with a meditating on the Ouroboros, or becoming experientially the Ouroboros. And how does one do that in a tantric sense? And that's by a 69 position. Mutual fellatio and cunnilingus with a feminine partner. Returning this circle. And in this this mix of the genitals and the orals, one of the reasons I'm able to perceive this and sensate it is because during this weird period here of the coronavirus, I've mentioned, and other people have mentioned too, and even the women that have mentioned it too, admitted to me that they have run away from the man. And I said that how they've run away from the man further than they've run away from the women here in New York. A woman walking down the street is that she's scared of the man's oral saliva, like one would be scared of his semen. And so why is this? It's because it's to the mouth, to the genital, is the 69 position. Mouth to genital is 69 position. And so in a weird sense, this snake from Wuhan, because remember, bats can't give it to people. Bats gave it to snakes. And the snake is the Ouroboros. And so by covering the mouth, it makes it impossible for this Ouroboros to occur. And women have this fear of the semen of the snake. And it's a primal fear because the snake semen is what impregnated Eve, along with Adam's semen. Remember, the first semen of Cain was a mix of Adam and the Nahash, the snake. And this snake, in this sense, biting its own tail, 69. The number 69. And the sex acts of 69 is in a certain sense an ultimate sex act. And it's an ultimate sex act for Hekel Ahava. Making oneself a continuous vessel. Normative oral to genital. Genital to genital and oral to oral is the prophetic position, not prophetic position, the missionary position. But what has been come down as 69 is a numeric position that brings out, in fact, 69 plus 9. And it's like that I heard in that song, it was 96. But then I heard plus 9. Well, it was 96 plus 6. In fact, or was it 96 plus 9? I'm going to try to find that video that I watched. 96 plus 9 is 105, which theoretically was my number in tennis. But this Hechel, which for me is Hakli, it's like a bowl. It's like a begging bowl. Ahava, which 78. This is like a serum, a hot lava coming in. Passion. That Hechel may be at Yesod. And relates in a certain way. This Hekel at Yesod relates to semen. In the 9th Sephirot. And 69 relates to Yesod. Why? Yesod is the 6th Sephirot of Zir Anpin, and it's the 9th Sephirot in general. So 6 and 9 relate to 69. It's Yesod. In a certain sense, Yesod should be Yesod. In a certain sense. But I feel this, when I transform the Hekel is like a station, into Hakli, the vessel of ahava. And making a vessel of love, for me, is the 69 position, which is total yesod, and in a certain sense, more satisfactory. Because it's not genital to genital, it's not reproductive, it's a different type. It's a in a certain sense, it's a jouissance. It's beyond. A jouissance is just pleasure. It has nothing to do with the function of production. The male sexuality has theoretically to do with the function of production, but the female sexuality is beyond that. It's jouissance, just pleasure. And the 69, I forget the technical term for it, but 69 position is from the world, what we will call it beyond the pleasure principle. It's more than, it's an en plus. More than is necessary for the continuation of the species. And this is the ultimate Tantra between male and female. It's the 69 position, which has come out here now in the blockages that we've been exposed to in the Wuhan virus. And why I'm calling it Wuhan is its original source is the bat and the snake. And the bat gave it to the snake, and the snake gave it to man. So when we're talking about Mashiach, the Mashiach is the snake and the Nahash. The Nahash in Gan Eden. The Nahash in Gan Eden has the same gematria as the Mashiach. And so this lockdown has brought us into a sexual tantra when we come out. To feel the sexuality of the mouth and the sexuality of the mouth in the mask. In the mask. When that mask comes off, that mouth it's now a sexual organ for the snakes together. Remember that the Ouroboros is sometimes depicted as two snakes, not just one. When it's depicted as two snakes, it's the male and female tantra. When it's one snake, it's the Ouroboros of the autofellatio of the self. The individuation, the self-realization, which is the promise given to us by every esoteric aspect of religion, in every religion. In Judaism, it's brought down as the prophetic position of the head between the knees, which is the position of the Paschal Lamb, on the pit with its feet over its head like a helmet. And this Paschal lamb is symbolic of the ultimate nausea. And this is all from Hekel Hahava 78, the Mazda area, above. And those legs go in a helmet of the Paschal lamb above the head, where there's a zir, a crown. And what do you think Ketamalkus means? It means the feminine crowns the masculine. And the head goes above. Why? Because it's oral sex from both sides. So the ultimate Tantra is the 69 position. And this is Hekel Ahava. One of the 7 Hekels, Hekelot. So there's Tantra. And there's Tantra between the sexes. And when I woke up this morning, I guess I had been visiting that Hechel Ahava, last night. Last night, when I was in heaven, and saw you there last night, when I was in heaven. You were there in my arms. I saw your face in my arms last night in heaven, when I was there. Last night, in heaven, I can smile now. You were there, my lover. In heaven, we were there. I'm sure last night in heaven, when I saw you,